most legendary stadiums in all of sports. This one where Hala Madrid has been sung on the way to more victories and championships than most teams can count. And now the Spanish crowd welcoming in the type of football played across the Atlantic Ocean. Almost 80,000 of our closest friends here today joining us in Madrid's Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. His guys serving as the home team here in the Spanish capital. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Keith Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Madrid. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1 picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the ball's going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line, no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watson coming in motion right. On play action now, Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL, Brock is 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. What should really be driving him to get the win this week.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss, first play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here's Sanders once more. And he stopped just before the line to gain. This is at the 27. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
They go right back to Sanders. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Set, ready.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
Ready. Black, 95.
Again, it's Bigsby. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Quay Walker.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They run it again with Bigsby, and they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Here we go.
Running it after the penalty. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ready?
Throwing his love on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Ready? Yellow. Set.
Thrown on 1st down. Love. That one's complete to the rookie out of Oregon State. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. All right, they look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Drill green. Claws red. Set.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
1st and goal, Washington.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
On the double.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Here we set.
Sanders. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Taken down behind the line.
Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and
Ready.
goal.
Here's another for it. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
Sanders again.
These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Now from back at the 7, here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Shotgun now for Love. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
9 yards.
Bass's kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Makes the score.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Thomas on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Dolphins have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 8 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
And the Dolphins' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Taylor again. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They go again with Taylor. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. And in motion out of the slot. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. This is on target to Christian Watson. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Russ now from the gun. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our first quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So it's going to be 4th and short. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Pass brought in by Watson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Taylor now up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Commanders' 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Motioning Watson left. Wilson on 3rd down. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Prater puts it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. The Commanders and Jordan Love set to take over again. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Can't get the trick play away, though. They take him down before he can throw it. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it second and long.
Come on, ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Connects on the crosser. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Ready,
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. It's on target to Williams. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Washington first down.
Here we cut.
Love from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go. Right, left, 95. Ready.
Stick it in the air. Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Going to need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack.
Let's go. Fly blue, yellow, 43.
Here's Love. Taking a shot deep here. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 3.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. First down, here's Russ. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
They'll send a receiver left.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throw from Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches.
It's second and inches.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. All right, here we go. Second down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up third and 6.
Throw here, third down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
up past the 30. He goes out of bounds on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. We've set a downs for him from the 31.
33, yellow, set.
Love with it on first down. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
Ready up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 45, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Ready.
Sanders on the shotgun handoff. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Finds his man over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Commanders.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Madrid, Spain in just a second. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready. Yellow, ready.
Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Set. 6, blue, 32. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Score, Commanders 17, Dolphins 6.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Wilson out of the pistol. Middle of the field as he's taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
16 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wilson completes beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Still has some space inside the 35. He he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is a Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. He's got it in the red zone. And he'll go down here at the 16. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
16-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Russ is cooking again. Throws caught. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
That's good.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Straight ahead with Taylor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Have to come up with an unlikely 15 here on third and goal. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
32-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots at home to take on the Jets in the AFC East. And it's the man back for a second tour with the Vikings, a fan favorite, Adam Thielen. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Wish we had more, Brock, but still a couple of quarters left to play here in Madrid as we are underway in our second half. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little verse so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go, set. 52 blue.
Sanders running dead ahead. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Yellow, 20, ready?
On the give, it's Sanders. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here we go. Cut.
Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Carry here for Bigsby. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's a gain of 8 on third down. That's going to bring up 4th and short. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Bass's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ross off the play fake. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
Percy Butler on the coverage.
Throwing again is Russ. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on third, Wilson. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. 1st and 10 from the 32. Handoff here to Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Okay, ready?
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Here's Sanders once more. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready?
Love from the gun. That one connects. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing it.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 27, Dolphins 9.
Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Commanders can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you can find a lane for an immediate return. And sometimes, well, that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead.
34, Dolphins 9.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He'll begin his return from the 11. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Russ looking to throw. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was tackled at the
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking right, and he finds him. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. And pushing the tight end over. 4th down, here's Wilson. Pass brought in by Watson. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Dolphins make it an 18-point game.
34, Dolphins 16.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. Up to the races, middle of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Score, Commanders 41, Dolphins 16.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has it at the 11. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins send receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Wilson looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Completed over the middle. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, then they're going to give you a shot at it. Go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Commanders and Jordan Love set to take over again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
That's caught for the first. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A gain of 26 yards there. And it's going to be first down Miami.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Wilson with it on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Wilson now from the gun. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the third. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins make it an 18-point game.
Commanders 41, Dolphins 23.
Now Prater on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Now a run by Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
First down from the 42.
Ready.
They go right back to Sanders. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings
On the
up
set.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready. 60 red.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. Second down now, they need 7.
Let's set.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
In a 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. That is Cox. He's got Lamb. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
On play action now, Wilson. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the Commanders' 36-yard line.
Russ is cooking again. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Jukes away from 1. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. You can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Taylor again. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether...
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Prater adds the PAT. And the Dolphins make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 41, Dolphins 30.
Now Prater on to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. A lot of space ahead. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Ready. Set.
A run here with Sanders. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Vaughn running dead ahead. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. First down from the 42.
4 yards. And the Washington first down.
There. Ready.
Takes the handoff now low. Rolling out to his left. He intercepts it. Then, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And the Commanders will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Up the middle, Vaughn. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Sanders. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 48, Dolphins 30.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Miami offense headed out there now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Ross out of the pistol. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
We are to the 2-minute warning in Madrid. Dolphins hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Wilson out of the pistol.
And 4 at the 48-yard line.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Wilson to throw again. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down.
They send a man in motion.
10-yard line.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Dolphins make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 48, Dolphins 37.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, even with that kick, wasn't much chance of pulling off the late comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I think we can take the fork out and you know where to put it.
Yeah, they went out and swing it. They did everything that it could do, but it just shows you in the NFL, premium for possessions. And when you stall out early and you dig yourself this kind of hole, awfully hard to come back and win. I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready,
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
set, ready, set.
They're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets the 1st down for the Commanders, and that should get them this victory as well. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Ready, set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard
Ready.
line.
Red.
Back to the air. Love. Put the body on the line for his team. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. Loves to throw again. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Complete to number 85. A gain of 3. Brings up.
To score this as a win for the Commanders. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as we say hasta luego from Madrid.